Hello and welcome to a new review of the new episode of Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 6, The Climb. Alright, so Episode 6 of Game of Thrones. Now we're over halfway through the season, and, well, this was an okay episode. Um, so far I would say it's probably the worst, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It was a good episode. Most of the episode was the climb. The episode is called the climb, so it makes sense. But I'll start from the beginning and tell you the things I liked, and so yeah. It begins with Sam and Jilly alone in the woods, and Sam is trying to make a fire, and um, it was nice to see where Sam and Jilly was at the moment, but nothing really special happened. Sam he tried to sing to the baby, and um, you know, I like seeing the relationship between Sam and Jilly starts to progress. But there is one scene from the book that I'm still waiting for, where Sam he can finally prove that he is brave and not as scared as he looks. But we didn't get that yet, and it was an okay scene. As I said, it was good to see the relationship start to progress. And we also got some, some way the whole episode we got a lot of Jon Snow and Ygritte, and there too we see, their relationship progresses a lot, um, and what I really liked about this episode was the climb. When they climbed the wall, it was really exciting, really well made. To be a TV show, of course, some of the effects wasn't that great, but it's not a Hollywood film. It's a TV show. It's they don't have the budget for like top quality. But it was okay. And it was exciting. It was straight from the book, and I liked it. And I really liked when it got on the top of the wall, and uh, they could see the sun appeared, and they could see beyond the wall, and they also could see to the south, and that was nice. And of course, Jon Snow and Ygritte kissed, and the camera just zoomed out, and the credits appeared. So yeah, I like the scenes with John and Ygritte. That was probably the highlights of this episode. We finally got more Bran, not that much, but a little bit. Um, and we haven't got much Bran at all in this season. We saw him in episode 2, where he met um, Jojen and Mira. But we haven't got much of Bran after that. Just one scene, and probably I think it was episode 3 and 4. So yeah, we haven't really got much Bran, and to be honest, he doesn't really do much exciting in the books. I've said this earlier. He has only like two big highlights in the third book, so there's not much with him to do. So I can understand that, and he's not really my favorite character. So yeah, it's all right. One of the things I really liked was Melisandre meets Thoros and Dondarrion. And Melisandre is really shocked to see that Dondarrion has been revived like 6 times, and she asks Thoros, how the hell do you do this, and all that. And that was also a real nice scene, because that was not in books, where Melisandre met up with Dondarrion and Thoros, and even Arya met Melisandre, which I really like because Melisandre is looking for, you know, king's blood, for some crazy ritual, and Genry he is bastards to Robert Baratheon. So she takes she takes him with her, and Arya she doesn't like that, of course, and she actually goes up to Melisandre and take her by the arm and like, you can't take Genry, and Melisandre she turns, and she she actually tells Arya's future. For those who haven't read the book, they won't, know what she's talking about. But I finished the fourth book last week, and I know exactly what she's talking about. And if you're watching and you read the book, you probably know it too. So yeah, and also one of the scenes that um, was pretty awesome actually, even though I feel pity for the person, and that is Theon. As you know, Ramsay Snow tricked him back into the torture chamber, and now he's getting tortured by Ramsay, and he is fucked up. He does some crazy shit, and it's actually funny. I feel bad for saying it, but it's pretty funny where he plays a game with Theon, where Theon Ramsay he asks Theon like, where am I from, and Theon has to guess, and he has to guess where he is and who Ramsay is, and dude, it's fucked up, and I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. So yeah. But other than that, there wasn't really much with this episode that I cared for. We got a scene with Rob and Edmure, and where they talk with some of Frey's soldiers, I guess, and they say Edmure have to wed some of Walder Frey's daughters, and that's like the only way for Rob to get Frey's soldiers. So yeah, but other than that, there wasn't much with this episode. It was okay. The highlights, as I said, was when they climbed the wall. But other than that, it wasn't really much with this episode that, nothing interesting. But I think next episode is going to be great. And definitely, I don't know about 8. We'll see. But I think episode 9 will be really good, and episode 10 will be good. So, yeah, I think season 3 is going to end well, and I'm definitely looking forward for season 4. So yeah, this episode was okay, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you liked it, please press like, and if you really like this video and you like my previous videos, then please hit the subscribe button and subscribe me. That would be nice. Alright, so thanks for watching.